Imagine tuning in to a primetime political show and watching a freshly minted congresswoman ditch her polished Eliza Doolittle accent for rapid-fire street slang, all while a former theater kid psychic slaps on a dead-on impersonation and has the studio audience in stitches. That's exactly what happened when Megyn Kelly brought comedian Link Lauren on stage to roast theater kid politicians Jasmine Crockett and Cory, two high-profile Democrats accused of treating governance like a reality TV audition. From code-switch comedy to savage one-liners, it was a spectacle equal parts satire, pop culture roast, and late-night variety act. Kelly set the scene by reminding viewers of Crockett's impeccable resume, prestigious high school, Ivy equivalent college, law degree, civil rights practice, then asked, "Why won't we ever hear that voice on camera?" Link grinned and proposed a drinking game. Every time Crockett unveils a new accent, take a shot. He warned that after 5 minutes, most people would be blotto, underscoring his claim that Crockett constantly reinvents her speech patterns, adopting whatever persona best suits the moment. Megyn cued a clip of Crockett on a softball talk show, where she mock raps about how Christian they is before accusing GOP spouses of indiscretions with interns and staffers. "You ain't gotta believe me," she warns. "Just Google it." Link paused and rewound the segment, contrasting that hood-inflected delivery with archival footage of Crockett speaking in precise, law school English. Then he unleashed his imitation. "This mouth-fall cracker like a jack-a-back," he cracked, doing a little two-step. His point was clear. Crockett's chameleon act feels less like genuine outreach and more like an audition for reality TV. The pair doubled down on the caricature, likening Crockett to a Disney bird rather than a congresswoman. Megyn chuckled that Crockett's TikTok dances and hallway struts make for great clips, but do little to fix potholes or reopen shuttered businesses back home in Dallas, Fort Worth. "If her district were running smoothly, we'd let the theatrics slide," Kelly said. But with small businesses complaining and constituents crying for help, there's no Hallmark card big enough to gloss over a lack of real-world wins. Without missing a beat, Megyn pivoted to Cory, playfully misnamed Cy Booker, and flashed a series of glowing engagement photos. There he was, hoisting his supposed Hawaiian fiancée above the sand, both wearing grin-so-over Thai subway smiles. Link quipped that the only thing faker than those photos would be her post-wedding fireworks. They mocked the hyper-staged scenes, suggesting Booker's love affair is just another setup for his next presidential run rather than a genuine milestone. Kelly then took aim at Booker's choice to call his fiancée partner, instead of fiancé or wife. She sneered at the pickleball language of progressive elites too afraid to commit, accusing them of skirting responsibility with a non-committal label. "This is the woman you had kids with. She deserves a ring and a proper title," Kelly insisted. In their telling, partner is a linguistic sleight of hand enabling politicians to keep exit doors wide open. Soon enough, discussion turned to Booker's legislative record, or lack thereof. Besides a marathon 26-hour filibuster against a Supreme Court nominee, Kelly argued, Booker's resume looks slim. A handful of feel-good speeches, a couple of co-sponsored bills, and an ongoing national platform built on charisma rather than concrete accomplishments. Link lampooned him for setting a world record for talking, then delivering little in return. It was another example, they said, of drama trumping deliverables. True to form, Link and Kelly wove in a culture war detour. They decried Democratic support for trans athletes in girls' sports and lamented that male lawmakers might not fully grasp the stakes if they don't have daughters. Then, in an unexpected aside, Link delivered a pro tip for gay politicians. Don't marry a woman for the sake of ambition. Own your truth or risk leaving a path of emotional wreckage. It landed like an off-script punch, underscoring the show's freewheeling, anything-goes vibe. Just as the political barbs reached a crescendo, the segment pivoted to a sponsor. An ad for buying physical gold to hedge against inflation and national debt. In less than 30 seconds, viewers were sold on precious metal IRAs, then snapped back to the roast. Thanks for watching, hit subscribe for more. The abrupt switch from hard-edged comedy to financial sales pitch felt like the final act of a three-ring circus. Part talk show, part stand-up, part infomercial. In under 10 minutes of airtime, Kelly and Lauren transformed a serious political analysis into a late-night variety show. They used code switch humor to question Crockett's authenticity, staged a mock engagement shoot to lampoon Booker, and wove in culture war zingers and investment advice. Their verdict: both Crockett and Booker are theater kids playing dress-up in Washington, opting for accents and photo ops over policy and problem-solving. Whether you cheered every joke or craved a deeper policy discussion, one thing's clear: this segment was less about governance and more about great television.